If you want to hear my first update on my 10 uses project, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and I am so excited to bring you an update to my 10 uses project. I had asked a beauty guru made me do it, aka Paula, if she would mind if I hopped onto this project, and she said, sure, welcome aboard. And of course I'm paraphrasing. So I have all of my little check marks on the page here, and I want to tell you how all of these products that I've been trying to get into the habit of using, how many times I've used them, and what my experience has been in this list of products I am trying to use 10 times. The way it works is I commit to using these products 10 times. Once I have used a product 10 times or more, at the next update or however many updates it takes, I will swap it out for another product. And I have some good, some not so good, and some downright crappy news, depending on the product. So let's get right into it. I won't go in order from most used to least used. I'll actually just go down the list and tell you where I'm at with the products. So the first two products actually were products that I was committing to using 10 times to decide whether or not I was going to keep them. And they were the Elizabeth Arden holiday palettes from last year. So it would have been holiday 2018. I have gifted those palettes. I never even used them once in this project. I gifted them to a friend of mine who's just getting into makeup and needs makeup for some dance competitions. And I am so happy to have been able to provide those palettes. I know she'll use them and explore them a whole lot more than I will because she has very little eyeshadow, and they are festive type shadows, especially one of them has more the ability to do more smoky looks, which I think for dance competitions might work quite nicely. It's ballroom dancing, so yeah, it would work quite nicely. And so they're out of this 10 uses. Didn't use them once, but it was for a good reason. So the third product was, third and fourth, I'll do them at the same time, were Too Faced little mini bronzers in Chocolate Soleil and Milk Chocolate. I think Milk Chocolate Soleil, I think they're both Soleil bronzers. Let me just get those for you. Okay, so they are Milk Chocolate Soleil and Chocolate Soleil. So here are the two. Now, given I have a bit more color right now, I'm focusing a lot more on the Chocolate Soleil than the Milk Chocolate Soleil, and I think you can tell which one's which. Milk Chocolate is the lighter one. And let's see here. I used the Chocolate Soleil 8 times, the deeper one 8 times, and the lighter one I used 3 times. And so essentially when I'm not in a hurry to switch out of the Chocolate Soleil because it's going to be so long before I get to use it again, that I feel like I'm just going to use this set as a combo and consider them almost one product. And so I'm going to focus on using them a total of 20 times. And I'm not sure when I'm going to do the changeover from the Chocolate Soleil to the Milk Chocolate Soleil to finish it up. I may do a whole 20 with the Chocolate Soleil. But regardless, I'm getting use out of them and I'm happy with that. So I'm going to say a total of 20 times together, and I don't think I would have known that at the beginning of this project. Am I using them? Yes, and actively so, and so I'm not worried at all about progress on these. The next product is a product that I just felt like I wasn't using enough and wanted to refocus on, and it is this. This is not the container, the set of containers I was using, but here is what it is. It's the Guerlain from Guerlain. So it's an amazing perfume. It's my favorite, hands down. And a close second is the Alien from Mugler, but this is definitely my favorite. And I did not, you won't see progress here because what I did was I ended up using 3 of those mini perfume samples. I had a handful of them, so I decided to use those and finished all 3 and therefore exceeded actually my number of uses. And when I say number of uses, I put a check mark if I used it that day, and sometimes I applied multiple times. So this may be a conservative number. I used Guerlain for a total of 11 days. So very much focused on it, and I'm quite happy to move it out of this project. Next up, I have a product that I thought I was going to use a lot more in between this the intro and this update, but I didn't. And it is the Charlotte Tilbury Bond Girl. I really like the color, and I think that I am going to really enjoy using it as the weather gets colder. Right now, I'm still really into lip glosses. Like right now, I'm using Buxom Full On Lip Polish in Sugar. I really enjoy lip glosses right now. But like I said, as the weather turns colder, I have no doubt that I will be able to use this lipstick. I'll be drawn to this lipstick a whole lot more. But still, I used it twice, which I think it's not a bad thing, right? This next product I like using. It's nice and small, and I have kind of a tray in my vanity drawer, and it always ends up at the bottom, which is why I put it in the project. But again, it keeps ending up at the bottom. But I still managed to use it 3 times, and it is the What's Up. Do I have it upside down? The What's Up highlighter. And it is a cream stick highlighter, and I have a lot in it. And I'm using it today. I have it on my cheeks, and I have it on the bridge of my nose, and I have used it a total, I think, of 3 times. Yeah, 3 times. But I'm starting to get into a routine of using it, so I'm hoping that it will become more of a habit, and that I am choosing on certain days to not use it just because I want to use something else, not because I've forgotten about it. So I'm on my way with this one, and 3 times, not a bad start. The next item is a palette that I've been really focusing on quite a bit this past month, and it is the Marc Jacobs Leopard Frost or Frost palette. It's a gorgeous palette, but I wanted to use up a couple of shadows. I wanted to use up this one, Hey Girl Hey, and then Serving Up. And I am doing a really good job. Hey Girl Hey, I don't want to tip it over because there's just some powder. You'll see it's virtually empty. I think I have 2 or 3 more uses, and there's going to be nothing left. I used it today actually on the inner to center lid and on the brow bone. And this product is one that I can definitely take out of this project because I've used it more than 10 times. Actually, I have used it 11. So I'm just over. Today got me over the 10, or well over the 10. I've done the 10, and I am now at 11. So I am definitely past the finish line. So not well over, but I'm over. I'm over. That's what counts. And I'm going to keep using that palette, by the way. I mean, it's out of the 10 uses, but the 10 uses just kept me focused on using it, and that was a good thing, because I think I would have just, except for maybe brow bone, I just wouldn't have used it so much. So it was good. I'm happy it was in this 10 uses project. And now that especially the Hey Girl Hey is virtually done, I'm really happy, because I had dropped the palette, and what I was doing was trying to use up the pans that were broken, because every time I was seeing all that product that I lost, it was annoying me. And so now I'd rather see empty pans than broken remnants of a shattered palette. Does that make sense? It was just breaking my heart. Especially since I dropped it when it was virtually new. Ouch. The next item is an item I didn't use at all, and that's the NYX Glitter Glue. Hopefully it's showing up. There we go. I haven't used it at all, like never, not once. Now, the good thing is that I have some glitter eyeshadows and toppers that I need to use over the next number of weeks, and I'm hoping that that will mean that I will pay more attention to this product. I guess I don't want to use a product that I don't feel I need for a given look, and so this one is going to take a while for me to have 10 uses, because I don't want to just use a product to use it. I would like to use it with purpose. So I'm okay. It's going to be in the project for a while. That's all right. This next product has a story related to it. I put this product in. This is the Smashbox Girl Gang. Pretty sure that's what it's called. Yeah, Girl Gang. It's my favorite color out of the Always On, but it went completely dry. And then I got a suggestion to mix it with, it's an Inglot medium, but the problem is Inglot is not available to me. And so what I did was instead I mixed this lipstick, very, very dry lipstick, with Physicians Formula Argan Oil. And it has revived it. Now, the funny thing is, though, I haven't used it since, which is ridiculous. I have no idea. But I think that along with the Charlotte Tilbury, I think that with the weather turning, I think I'm going to end up using it more. It just seems like a nice fall color. And I've started going deeper with my nail polish color, and so I think I'm going to end up using deeper color lipstick. So I think this one I only used a couple of times. Yeah, twice. I used it twice so far, and I wouldn't be surprised that for the next update I will have quite a few more uses to report. This next category might be a little weird. They're samples, but they're samples that I just don't remind myself to use, and so the fact that they're in this project is helpful. So there's a red one and there is a clear one, and they are Lip Therapy balms by Sugar, and I'm really pleased. Fresh Sugar, what is it called? Yeah, Sugar Lip Treatment by Fresh. As you can tell, I'm not a big user of these products, but I do have these samples and I wanted to use them, and for sure I have 10 uses in these. And so having them in the project reminds me to use them, and use them I am doing. So out of these two, I used the clear one more than the red, but I am at four uses between the two, and I'm happy they are in this project, because especially at night I really need to protect my lips, and that is a good reminder to do so. Next up, I have another set of samples, and these are the Buxom blushes. Now here, if you've never had blush sample from Buxom, you just peel back and then you have access to the blushes. No joke, I've used these blushes a number of times, and they are the sample that will not die. And I'm looking at it right now, and I still have a fair amount of blush left. I think that's amazing that they are lasting so long. Mykonos is the one that I have on my cheeks today, and I love them. I love them. And once I'm done with these samples, I would not be surprised that I will want to get at least one, either Mykonos or Dolly. They're the primer infused blushes. I love the formula. I love the look on my cheeks. And yeah, enough said. How many times did I use the Buxom blushes? A total of 6 times so far. So I'm over halfway to my 10 uses, and I have no doubt that those samples will last until the end of those 10 uses. Finally, I have a little product that it's that little engine that keeps going, and it is the Aqua Excel. And this product is actually in my rolling project pan, but I just wasn't using it. So month after month of saying I'm not using it, but wanting to keep it in the project because there's so little left that if I don't take it out of the project, I will just never ever use it. And I think actually what I'm going to do is am I? No, there are more. There are more than 8 uses, believe it or not. It takes a pinhead of product to use this, and I am trying to use it as eye primer. I have it on actually today on my lids, and not all the way up, but the first half of my lid is this kind of chocolate brown, and it is tacky. It's nice. It does help get the eyeshadow to adhere to the eye. But because it's dark, I can't use it all over my eye, and I find it kind of tedious to remember, oh, Aqua Excel, and then finish up with other stuff. So again, having it in this project is a reminder to reach for this little guy and use it. Actually, come to think of it, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to depot this guy and put it into a sample container, a Sephora sample container that I have 2 eye primers from Urban Decay depotted. They were samples, Original and Sin, and if I put this one in with those 2, then anytime I'm reaching for an eye primer, I will be reminded to use this guy. I have a solution. I bet you I'm going to be at my 10 uses at the next update because it will be front and center because I'm going to be reaching for eye primer. That makes a lot of sense. So hopefully I'll be done using this one at the next update. I talked about a total of 13 products. There were the 2 palettes that I never started using, the Elizabeth Arden palette, so that's 2. And so that leaves me with 11 products. So I have 2 more leaving. So 13 minus 2 and minus 2 is a total of 9 products remaining. So I'm going to roll in 1 more product into this 10 products, 10 uses, and I will be right back once I figure out which one product is going to replace the products coming out. I'll be right back. Okay, I have made my selection. It is an eyeliner, and this is an eyeliner in 04 Camouflage Green. My gosh, and it's a beautiful liner. I am really excited to use this liner more. Hopefully you can see it's a beautiful khaki green, and it has a little bit of a shimmer to it, a gold shimmer, and I'm really into gold eyeshadows right now because of the Naked Honey palette, and the Naked Honey palette has gold and a greenish gold kind of vibe, and I think that along with the dupe palette that I put together, if you want to see that video, I'll put it right here. I think that this is going to be a very good addition to the 10 uses, because every time I come across this eyeliner pencil, I think, why don't I use it more? So that'll be a nice one. My default has been Stash by Urban Decay, but this Gosh pencil really needs, it needs some love. So I will enjoy using this eyeliner for, I'm hoping, at least 10 times by the next update. That's it. Those are my updates. Back to a total of 10 products, and I can't wait to update you in 1 month's time. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it every time, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.